Have you ever been to PF Chang's? Well, I have once, only once. And it was when we were at the Daytona 500 a couple years ago with our peeps at Pit Boss. They treated us to dinner that night, and it was PF Chang's, and one thing that we ordered was the chicken lettuce wraps. Have you ever had those? If you have or have not, we figured out how you can make them on the Pit Boss Griddle, and we're doing it today on the Ultimate 5-burner. You want to see how we knock this out? Stick around while we dig in. So right here is what we're looking at. We're looking at ground chicken. We're going to be using this. We've got less sodium soy sauce. We got hoisin sauce, onion, water chestnuts, sesame oil, and we're using romaine lettuce for this. We've got garlic paste, ginger paste, not pictured, salt and pepper, but we're going to show you how we get this done. All right, so first things first, we're going to lay down a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. One thing that we really love about this ceramic unit, the Ultimate units, is it's a ceramic top, so you don't need to use a whole lot of oil. However, this recipe does call for extra virgin olive oil. So we're just going to lay a little bit down, just like so. That's what we like to hear, the sizzle. Gonna add a little salt. Actually, a good amount of salt and pepper. We love these salt and pepper shakers, by the way. You can get them on the shop at pitbossgrills.com. Now, I didn't mention this, but we've got the burners on a low. If you think about these Ultimate units, is they do cook really high, so we like to put them on low. It allows us to control the cook as we go. So also another thing, this is a 5-burner unit. I've actually only got the 2 right burners on, so these are going to be kind of like a warming station. So when I'm done with this, I can move it over as we add the vegetables and things like that. So, and that's another thing, is I actually want these fine ground. If you've been to PF Chang's, you know that it's not chunky meat. It's really nice and finely chopped. So that's what we're going for here as far as the consistency. And actually, while that's cooking right there, I'm actually gonna get the onions going, because I want the onions with a little more of a sautéedness going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and dump those. We've got about a 1/4 cup of onions right here, and this is just a yellow onion. So we got that. And after these cook for just another minute, I'm gonna actually incorporate them with the chicken. And as you can see, this chicken is actually just about cooked. So I just want to chop it a little bit more, because it looks like we do have some thicker chunks. Don't want that. And now I'm gonna incorporate the onion. All right, so now I'm coming in with the hoisin sauce. They calls for about a 1/4 cup of hoisin sauce. It is good and thick, so we'll get that going. And there we go. And then a couple tablespoons of soy sauce, the less sodium. I'm gonna measure with my heart, which means I'm gonna use more than just the 2 tablespoons of the soy sauce. We love that. And then we are adding the garlic, and it says minced garlic. We have garlic paste. When you get a chance to cheat and use the paste when you can. And we do the same with the ginger paste. This is so fresh tasting. Just add a little bit there, and then, oh, that smells absolutely amazing. I'm going to add the sesame oil here in just a minute. In fact, you know what? Yeah, I can go ahead and add that now. About 1 to 2 teaspoons is all you need. A little bit goes a long way. And then I'm going to add the water chestnuts, as well as the green onion. And we mix again. Oh, this smells absolutely divine, and it smells exactly like I remember it from PF Chang's when we were hanging with our peeps from Pit Boss. All right, so we are just about done, and now it's about time to build. We love another thing you can get from the pitbossgrills.com is Pit Boss Ultimate Griddle Grub Shovel. Makes easy work of this big pile. We got our chicken wrap innards ready to go in the lettuce wrap, so let's get to it. There it is in all its glory. One cool thing about making them at home is you can make them clearly as big as you want. Trust me, the ones at PF Chang were not this big, but here we go. And now it's time to taste to see if they were as good as I remember when we were at Daytona with our Pit Boss peeps to try it. So like we say, these can look amazing. I would say these look absolutely amazing. If I haven't mentioned how good they smell, we say they can smell amazing. Can I get a smell, yeah?
Smell, yeah, you can.
Yeah, that's right. It's always there. But if this doesn't taste amazing, this is all for naught. Cheers. I'll eat to that. It's there. Boy, oh boy, is that there. It's always fun when you can go to a restaurant, find a favorite, and then find a way that you can make it at home. And the fact that we are able to make it here on the Pit Boss Ultimate 5-burner griddle, you've got to give it a try. You'll be happy you did. So if this gave you an idea of something new that you could cook on your griddle, make sure and give it a thumbs up and let us know a copycat that you'd maybe want us to try. Make sure you follow this channel so you can get good ideas from other Pit Boss creators just like ours. And also don't forget to follow us, the Wall Twins, on YouTube and all other social platforms as well. So thank you so much for hanging out with us, and we'll see you next time on The Ultimate Griddle Show.